So for the people who don't know, I want you to touch like some bullet points of habit forming products or technologies, whatever you prefer, habit forming something. And I'm sure that's the thing you've been talking about for years. And then what you're excited about now with the bullet points of your current book that you're releasing.
Sure. So the bullet points for Hooked is that there is a pattern to designing products that engage people, that form these habits. And not that every business needs to be habit forming, but building a product that is habit forming has some huge competitive advantages. I mean, if you think about, if I asked your average listener right now, who searched with Google in the past 24 hours, almost everybody would say they have. But if I say who searched with Bing in the past 24 hours, maybe a couple people. And that's not because Bing is so much worse than Google or Google is so much better than Bing. In fact, third-party studies show that people can't tell the two apart if they don't know which brand is which. And so the point here is that we use a lot of products and services, not because one product is better than the other, but that because we use them simply out of habit, simply because of this mind monopoly. So there's this cold, hard truth that the best technology wins. And that, unfortunately, is not true at all. That's a lie. That it's not the best technology that wins. It's the product that captures the monopoly of the mind, the product that we turn to with little or no conscious thought out of habit. That's the product that oftentimes captures the market. So given how important it is to form a consumer habit, how do you do that? And so that was my central question. I didn't see a book that taught me how to build habit-forming products, so I went out and wrote one. And I talked to a lot of academics. I talked to a lot of folks who built some of the most iconic habit-forming products out there, like Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and WhatsApp and Slack. And I wanted to dive into the deeper psychology behind how you build these products. And it turns out there's a pattern that every hook, every habit-forming product has a hook embedded into it. And that hook has 4 steps of a trigger, an action, a reward, and an investment. And so my book is really about those 4 steps. If you're building the kind of product that you need people to come back to, if you need to form this unprompted user engagement with your product, how do you do that? Well, you go about following these 4 basic steps. And so I wrote the book not as a typical business book. A lot of business books are full of like very fluffy stories and research and anecdotes. I really kind of wanted to cut to the chase because I've been a CEO twice. I know how hard it is to build a product that people will actually use. And so I wanted to make a book that you could read quickly, get to the point, and answer these series of questions for people who are building these products to try and understand where their product might be deficient from a habit-forming perspective, and therefore how they can make it better.
Oh, God, it's so like, oh, I'm so excited. Like I geek out over products so much, and it's just so useful.